You will literally only see this if you need to appreciate yourself more. I don't know if you can see Charles chilling back there. But this is especially true if you work for yourself, you are creative in some aspect, you're an athlete, any of those things where it's just like you against you, you're competing against yourself. And it seems that like every day you are very close to your situation. So you know everything you need to do, you know all of your weak points, but you aren't necessarily like patting yourself on the back for getting you as far as you have gotten. This is this energy of like you've had your nose down, like you've been working really hard, so you know the hard work aspects. It's like take a step back to appreciate how far you've come. Sometimes you get a little too close to your situation that you can't necessarily see how far you've come or like all the progress that you've made. So let's get into this. This is with this Mystic at the back of my deck. This is already showing me that, again, this highlights like a creative pursuit, something that you have gained a lot of wisdom through. The work always does as much to us as we do to the work, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. Ooh, yeah, okay, so this could be representing a bit of a leap of faith for some of you. This is the Fool in the traditional deck. This is a Death Oracle deck, so it begins with death. I know this throws you guys off sometimes. Anyway, that this may be like a bit of a leap of faith for you. Maybe you are driven by your like inner critic, that is something that gets you to the next level. That's the thing that keeps you going. That's the thing that drives you. As a Virgo, like tough love is pretty much the only language I speak or respond to. Like if stuff gets too flowery, it just doesn't really work for me. Interesting, I've got this romantic at the back of my deck after all these dropped out. So this is saying like romanticize your life a little more. Got this Virgo card here, no coincidence, right? These things go hand in hand. Yeah, that this may be a very crucial aspect of where you are now. I find that criticism can only take you to a certain level. So if you feel like you're plateauing, that could be a sign that like your inner critic has kind of like overstayed its welcome, or it's like you've taken as much as you can from that fruit or that tool or what have you. Is that you need something to help balance, because you will, especially if you keep dealing with like burnout or that sort of thing, is like if you keep burning out or just feeling like a bit at your wit's end, that is a sign that you need to try a different approach. So this could be a new approach for you. Again, however, like if you're like me and you respond to like really like structured criticism, having it in more of like a structured format, like a performance review or that sort of thing, could be very helpful for you. Again, but that's if you like really resonate with my like weirdness, you know what I mean? Some of you, like it could be just enough to have positive affirmations or that sort of thing, or maybe it's easy for you to do this, but you likely wouldn't be seeing this video if that was the case. So having something like formal or that sort of thing from like you to you, where your criticism weighs so heavily on you, is like make sure that your praise is in equal measure to what it is that you've been criticizing, because you wouldn't have anything to criticize if you weren't progressing, right? Is that if there wasn't anything to adjust, that would mean that you weren't making any progress. So make sure that you acknowledge yourself for that. There is some kind of twist of fate that is on the way to you with this card. This is the Wheel of Fortune, the traditional deck. I always say that like this is a crossroads and we meet fate at this crossroads. When this is in the upright, this is saying that things are shifting favorably for you. However, we meet fate at the level of like whatever we're at inside. So if you are coming from a place of criticism, even if it's a positive change, you will only see it from a critical lens, which is why you're being asked to shift your mindset right now, especially where I got this Cosmic Tree, the Hermit, this Virgo card, to go inwards and very much reassess what's going on inside of you. How are you responding to your situations? How are you responding to yourself? How are you responding to your challenges? That you may need a few more tools in your arsenal here than just criticism or that sort of thing. With this Dream World card here, this is beautiful to see. This is my Making the Impossible Possible card. This is exclusive to this deck. This is a fortress with no windows or doors. Use the power of your mind to create an opening where there is none. This is very much like how your mindset matters, and that if you are attuned to seeing opportunities, you can see opportunities where other people see walls. That sort of thing is that you can 444 on my timer, so that's confirmation for somebody. This is very much you have the ability to create openings where others can't see things. This is sort of like your superpower. However, if you're seeing things from a critical lens, you will also just see a wall like everybody else. So don't be like everybody else. You are releasing a level of grief, sadness. I'm hearing like uselessness or hopelessness, that sort of thing. With this Vessel card in reverse and the Five of Lotuses upright, this is telling you that you are releasing like a negative mindset or something that, again, like only sees the negative, only sees the grief, only sees the bad. You could have been really going through something at this time, and this is a sign that you are going to be unburdening yourself from this and releasing. So this is also saying like do your part. That's very much this energy, is like do your part. The universe is going to bring in some good stuff for you. However, you do need to do your part when it comes to the mindset work. How you meet fate is important in how this wheel turns. So remember, again, this is a card of like co-creation. So remember that we are co-creators, that while circumstances, again, can be shifted in your favor, just because you are presented with an open door doesn't mean that you have the mindset to walk through it and all of that. And even if you walk through it, doesn't mean you have the mindset to stay in the room. So all of that. So if this resonates with you, let me know. All of my services are linked to my bio. So if you'd like to get a little more information either on this reading or something else, you can go ahead and book with me there.